that
Okay.
for all the past trainings. So I want to like to remind maybe what we discussed about. In the first place, we just looked at the general overview of cryptocurrency, and we came to realize cryptocurrency is the digital currency that is recorded and executed by the blockchain technology. So blockchain technology is the one that secure the transaction of these cryptocurrencies, and records are there. Cryptocurrency is the first use case of the blockchain. And we saw cryptocurrency is not owned by any government, is not owned by any country. And we saw cryptocurrency are increasing in value as we discussed, and we checked online. Then we saw from the coin market cap, then we saw that cryptocurrency is increasing in price. And so we discussed about the blockchain technology, and in the blockchain technology we understood about the meaning. So we understood the meaning of blockchain technology. We understood the meaning, the characteristics of blockchain technology, and the use case of blockchain technology. So today's episode, I want to show you what drives the price of cryptocurrency apart from demand and supply. And I will show you how millionaires and billionaires are made in cryptocurrency. And with this one, then you can see how to plan how to plan your how can I call it? How to plan your future in terms of cryptocurrency. So what I'm going to show you today is a very, very good topic called the Bitcoin halving. Are you there with me?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So this Bitcoin halving is going to take place on 27th of March, 2024. And this is the important date that you need to note, because this is the time when the millionaires are made. And if you look at the definition of halving, is that every 4 years, the amount of Bitcoin that is awarded to miners is reduced by half, meaning that after every 4 years, the supply of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is not printed, Bitcoin is mined. So it is mined the way you mine gold, but this is done electronically. It's done by network of computers. So once these computers do this kind of computation, they are awarded with Bitcoin, that cryptocurrency. So the supply of Bitcoin is coming through that process of mining. And this mining, so in 4 years, there is a certain amount that is equal amount of Bitcoin that is supplied, that is put into circulation. And so if you look at the amount of Bitcoin that will ever exist, is 21 million Bitcoin that will ever exist. So all of the Bitcoin will be mined up to 2140. So this is the year that all the Bitcoin will have been mined. So this mechanism of cutting supply of Bitcoin into half after each and every 4 years make Bitcoin to become scarce. It makes Bitcoin to become inflation resistant resource, and it makes Bitcoin to increase in price. So you can compare with other resources, real estate, you can compare it with the fiat currency. Then there is a spree of increase in all those resources, but cryptocurrency is becoming like it's decreasing in supply because of this process of halving. So by doing so, Bitcoin becomes more than wealth. Bitcoin is energy, because this verifiable scarcity, the scarcity of Bitcoin can be verified. So by this verification of this scarcity is a core to its value proposition. And when we look at the foundational to blockchain, to Bitcoin protocol, we have two things, or we have two concepts that are relating to scarcity of this Bitcoin. And the first concept is the amount of Bitcoin that will ever exist, which is 21 million Bitcoins. And there will be no more than 21 million Bitcoins. And every 4 years, the supply is counting to half. So these protocols, Bitcoin protocols, are very, very crucial when it comes to the proposition of the value of Bitcoin. So how is this Bitcoin having done, or does it take place? So Bitcoin is often compared to gold because, similar to this precious metal, this Bitcoin has got value, and Bitcoin is a scarce asset which is likely to resist inflation. But unlike gold, this Bitcoin is digital while gold is physical. And this Bitcoin can be sent globally almost as easily as sending an email. And also Bitcoin, the scarcity of Bitcoin, or the amount that Bitcoin will ever exist, is verifiable and is known by everyone. So when it comes to Bitcoin, we know exactly the amount, and we know about the supply, and it is a digital form, so you can send it globally very easily. If you compare to gold, that you cannot send so easily, you have to undergo a certain process. And according to United States Geological Survey, the gold that has ever been mined, if you melt it, it can fill more than 3 Olympic-sized swimming pools. So if you melt that gold that is existing, and what gold is remaining inside the earth, or under, like if you extract, so what is remaining is not known. And in fact, each year new discoveries of gold happen. So each year the world is discovering gold mines, and for this case, then it leads to unpredictable supply schedule, so we cannot know about the supply. So for that case, sometimes we can discover a lot of gold which might affect the price of gold. And on the other hand, Bitcoin is finite, and its supply schedule is known. By the end of 2020, more than 18 million Bitcoins had already been mined. So there was remaining only 2.5, around 2.5 Bitcoin, which will be mined up to 2021-40. And like gold, Bitcoin is mined, but it is done electronically by a global network of computers which are competing to verify the transaction. I told you about a consensus protocol that these computers verify, so they compete. So the one which verify this transaction and they solve the computation power is rewarded by a Bitcoin. So these computers are called miners or super node. So approximately every 4 years, the Bitcoin mining reward, also known as block reward, will continue to be halved. It will be cut into half. And this will go until all 21 million Bitcoin will have been mined by 2140. So if all the Bitcoin, 21 million Bitcoins have been mined, so it means by that time, those miners or those super nodes will not have an income from Bitcoin, like the Bitcoin that they receive, it will have been finished. So the only source of income for these guys will be the transaction fees that people pay to conduct a transaction on top of the blockchain of Bitcoin. So these computer nodes are the ones which record and secure the transactions. So they are paid with that fee. So it is impossible for more Bitcoin to ever exist. And if you compare it to this with the fiat currency, this is contrary to fiat currency, where more money can be printed at the discretion of the government or central bank, which potentially leads to inflation. So by doing so, Bitcoin mining Bitcoin blockchain started in 2008. So in 4 years, for the first 4 years, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012. So these 4 years, it means that the mining reward or the amount of Bitcoin that was supplied was 50 Bitcoins per 10 minutes. So you can see these are the Bitcoins, the codes, like the numbers, 50 of them. Now, after this one, then in 28 November 2012, the first halving was conducted. Like after 4 years, the first halving was conducted, and now it means that the supply of Bitcoin is cut into half. So the price on halving day of Bitcoin was 12.35, and after this halving, after cutting the supply of Bitcoin, it means that the demand of Bitcoin was more. So the price of Bitcoin moved from $12 to $2,000. And the reason is that the supply was cut into half. So at this moment, you can see after each 10 minutes, 25 Bitcoin were mined. And it means that per each block, because I told you the block, one block, the file which keeps data, which keeps transaction, is always open in 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes, one block is mined. So each block contained now 25 Bitcoins. Like in the first 4 years, it was 50, now it is 25. So after 4 years now, which was the 9th of July 2016, the second halving took place, and now the reward of Bitcoin was cut in half, and the price on halving day, it came down all the way from the peak, which was 2,000 to 650. And after halving, then Bitcoin went up to 20,000 US dollars. So what happened is that the supply was 7,200 in the first 4 years. The second 4 years, the supply each day was 3,600 Bitcoin per day. So you could see now, this is what led to price increase. Now, this one is what happened after on the second halving. So that now per block or per 10 minutes, it was the Bitcoin that was produced was 12.5. And this one went up to 2020. So in 2020, on 11th of May 2020, the third Bitcoin halving took place, and the supply of Bitcoin now was cut into half to 6.25. During this time, the price of Bitcoin on halving day, on this date, it was 8,821. And then after halving, it went up to 69,000 US dollars. Now, this is what happened. Now, per 10 minutes or per block. So by this time now, we only get 6.25 Bitcoins. And the next halving is going to take place on 27th of March 2024. So this one will be the fourth halving. So by this time, the reward per block, per each block, will be cut into half, into 3.125. And the price, what will be the price on this halving day? And because if you look at the trend, during time for halving or somewhere before halving, then cryptocurrencies are going down. And after halving, the price is going up. So with this one, then you can determine the cycle, because on the second halving, the amount of Bitcoin that was produced in a day was 1,800, but right now we experience a deduction. Now we get only 900 Bitcoin per day. So the next halving, we will see 3.125 Bitcoin per 10 minutes or per block. And after this one, then it will take on another 4 years to 2028, whereby another Bitcoin will cut into 1.5625. And this halving will be continuing time after time until when all the Bitcoin have been mined in 2140. Now, by next halving, we will have a supply of 450 per day. So this is the summary. As you can see, 50 after 4 years, 25 after 4 years, 12.5 after 4 years, 6.25, then 3.125. This is the next halving. So with this one, then we can put this into graph and we can see what was happening. So we said the first halving took place here. It was November 2012. Then the second halving took place here on June. July. The third halving took place in May 2020. So what you can see here, I want you to see something. Before halving, 1 year before halving, the price is going down to the bottom.
Yeah.
So you can see, but it comes from the peak. If you look at what happened here in 2011, cryptocurrency was going up and down, but you could see that it went all the way to almost 32 US dollars from there down. But then it went down all the way to $3, from 30 to $3. And then during time for halving, it went to 12. So I want you to see this period, 1 year before halving, somewhere cryptocurrency is going deep up to the bottom. And by the time it reached the time of halving, then the price has almost doubled, tripled, or it has gone so far that we can see. But after halving, then you can see the price is increasing up to the peak. It went all the way to 2,000 US dollars. So we call this in cryptocurrency bull market. So when it reaches the peak, then it goes back. It goes back, as you can see. It goes back all the way to the bottom. We call this bear market. Bear market is when cryptocurrencies are going down. And the bear market is happening 1 year before the halving. So you can see somewhere there in 2015, Bitcoin went all the way to 300, and time for halving, Bitcoin was 640. You can see the price somewhere here, because on this axis there is a price. Then after halving from 640 something or 50, it went all the way to 20,000. So this is called the bull market. And after that, it started the bear market all the way to 3,000, almost 2,700. That was the Bitcoin went down all that way. So that this one was somewhere in 2021, 2019, 2020, before somewhere before May. So time for halving, Bitcoin was almost 800 something. You can see 8,000. Then after this halving, Bitcoin went all the way to 68,000 US dollar. And now Bitcoin it has moved from 68 now somewhere to 40, but it might go back. But next year we expect cryptocurrency to go back down to the bottom. So now, if you want to take a full advantage of what is going on in the crypto industry, then you need to look at what is happening in this graph to see the trend of what is happening, to see what is happening after every time when they cut the supply of Bitcoin into half, the price is increasing. And now Bitcoin has got so much history, and so the relationship between Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies, there is a positive correlation, because when Bitcoin is increasing, then the price of other cryptocurrencies also increase because they relate. So this is what I want you to see. So a lot of money is coming. We need to create a lot of wealth on 2023, because 2023 is the time when we can accumulate a lot of cryptocurrencies, when they will be lower. And we expect after the halving of 2024, then cryptocurrency will go to the bull market. So if you missed this one in 2012, Bitcoin moving from $3 to 2,000, if you look at the increase, is so much. If you look at, if you take 2,000 divided by 3, then these ones have increased more than 600. So if you put 1,000 US dollars in Bitcoin by that time, 1,000 US dollars, then this 1,000 US dollars will give you more than $500,000. during this time. And now, if you missed this, then you had the window of 2016. Bitcoin moving from 300 to 2,000. I mean, 20,000. Then if you missed this, then you had 2020. Bitcoin moving from 3,000 to 68,000. Now you have, if you missed all these, you have 2024. Now, according to our community, at this moment, if you buy cryptocurrency on the bull market, what you are going to do is to obtain a loss, because the cryptocurrency will lose value because it will go all the way to the bottom. And now it is not the time to buy cryptocurrency. You need to buy cryptocurrency on the bear market when the price has gone down. So after going down, then what is going to happen? It is going to make a U-turn, and it is going to increase, and it will increase also in so many reasons. There are so many reasons. One is Bitcoin halving. When you cut the supply of Bitcoin into half, then it means that the price will increase, because the demand of Bitcoin now is so huge. So many exchanges buy from the miners. So if you cut the supply into half, then people will need to accumulate so more. And when the price decreases, then people will accumulate so much cryptocurrency and make it increase, because they put so much, they inject so much dollar into the crypto space. And so the market cap of Bitcoin is going to increase, and therefore the price is going to increase. So as I told you, these cryptocurrencies have got positive correlation, then it means that also other cryptocurrencies are going up.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know, is it my computer? I was hearing. Sorry, let me check something.
Okay, no problem.
I was checking if my computer is. Okay, I think so. Okay, so now, if you look now, what we are doing in our community now, together with the Saidi and so many other people, we have a community of about 5,000 people. So what we do now, we want to take a full advantage of the knowledge and the experience that we have, but much more of the resources that we have acquired, like resources in terms of human resource, financial resource, and knowledge, skill set, and expertise. So we want to take advantage of 2024 bull market after halving. So what to do now is to prepare a team. We prepare a team of people that we are working together from different countries. Then we help them to work on projects that have been created in the blockchain, which help people to accumulate cryptocurrency. But the cryptocurrency that people accumulate is a stable coin. When we talk of stable coin, we are talking of cryptocurrencies that have been created in a way that they are guaranteed, or they are backed up by dollar, meaning that those developers, what they do, if they mine 1 million coins, it means they deposit 1 million US, which is not touched. So these people now, this dollar, this coin now is backed up by that coin. So it will always remain that cryptocurrency, one cryptocurrency equals to $1. So that is the price. So these are stable coin. It means that the digital dollar has been put into cryptocurrency, but so your digital dollar is not kept now in bank, is not kept anywhere, and it does not go up and down like does not fluctuate, and you can send it anywhere using the blockchain. So now we tell people now to accumulate so much dollars, so much cryptocurrency, but a stable coin. If you try to accumulate now this, if you try to accumulate this, these other cryptocurrencies which are volatile, it means that you are accumulating them when they are at the peak, and the next thing that you are going to experience is the fall in price. So for that case, then our community at this moment is getting a lot of knowledge. One of them being you, and we have a program that is doing very well. It is a program that has been created inside the blockchain. So with this program, people work on this project because I told you blockchain does not have the owners, right? Yes, and the applications inside the blockchain are run or secured by the blockchain infrastructure, which I told you, nodes. So with this program, these programs are called the smart contracts or decentralized applications, meaning these are I told you blockchain is internet version 2. So it means that it is internet, it is blockchain network, it is internet version 2. But internet version 1, the normal internet, has got different applications that you use. One of them is Zoom, Netflix, YouTube, WhatsApp, and all these applications have got owners. And whatever money that is going on this platform, that money goes to the owner. That's why you find that these creators of platforms have got power to close your account. They own you, and whatever money that is going on, that is going inside the platform, it belongs to them. Now, on the blockchain now, the blockchain also allows applications to be created on top of it, but these applications are decentralized. What it means that these applications do not have owner, and whatever money that is going on is going inside inside these applications. This money does not go to any person; it goes to the users, people who are working on this project. So in a blockchain, you don't need to create an application. You don't need to create a product. There are already products which have already been designed. A lot of creativity in the blockchain. So it is for you to identify which one is good for you, then go inside, work on the project, whatever amount of money that is going in, then that amount of money is yours. What we are talking now, you can be aware that the economy that is doing well now is the one which is called the community-based economy. When we talk of community-based economy, we are talking an ecosystem which involves people, and these people, when they come together, definitely money is involved, especially when there is something like money. Let's talk when people go to watch football. These people gather. So in football, there are people who are playing. They bring entertainment. There are people of media. There are fans who are going to watch. There are coaches. There are a lot of stuff going inside there. Now, because for these people have to play, fans have to pay the entrance fee, sponsors have to put a lot of money, and different money. So a lot of money is coming in let's say EPL, English Premier League. Are you the fan of football?
Not really.
Yeah, but you understand a little bit, right?
I understand. Yeah, I do.
All right. So a lot of money is going there. So this money is always channeled to the players and some few people who are involved, who are working so as to who are making this money to come. Okay.
Yeah.
But those funds and other people who do not contribute, normally they just use money. If you go to the church, there is a community. A community is coming together on Sunday to pray. There must be a pastor who is praying. There must be choir members. There are so many people. But there are people go to the church for different purposes. There are others who are going to preach. There are others who are they go to the church because they are sick, or they go to the church because they don't have a job. They want a husband or wife. There are others who want to go to play piano. So everyone has got intention. There is one who is following a girl in the church. So everyone has got it. But by going there, you will pay, you have to give offering. So money will be involved, and this money is going to improve this kind of church. But normally, when you give money in the church, who is giving you? You don't in that church ecosystem. Then there is any normal way of you getting money, except they tell you God will pay you. So God is the one who is going to pay you, but no system there in the church that is going to help you. That is why poor people are the ones who are bringing a lot of money, and this lot of money is going now to the church services, including supporting this. So it is, if you come to insurance does not have money. It has a pool of funding. So with this one, it tells people are the ones who have got money. So when you have a platform that can bring people together, and with their premium, the premium that they pay, and with the promise they get a promise, maybe to be indemnified or to be compensated when they get a loss, or when whatever the case happens. Then these people put a lot of funds in one fund. So this fund is maintained by insurance company. This insurance company is the one which is investing that money. And if you don't get loss or you don't get accident, then there is no gain on your part. When you take money to the bank is using community-based economy. It tells, for me, I provide the first service of keeping money. But it's not true. It collects money so that it can also tells people, no, I give the service of lending money. But where do you get money to lend? It means that it has to bring people, the community together. These people want to save money. These people want to lend money. Now, in many banks in Europe, you pay them, you give them money, and you pay them when you give money. When you give them money, then you pay them, because their maintenance fee each month, like maintenance fee. So if you put if you put $100, you leave it there for 5 years, you can find that it is not there, because each month, like maintenance fee,
you pay maintenance fees.
So it means that you give them money, and then you pay them money by giving them. So with this one now, with this situation, then maintaining your money in the bank, in this kind of bank, is not justifiable on the equity ground. That is one thing. It's not justifiable on a financial principles. That is one thing. And if you put money and you get some percentage, the highest maybe in Europe, in America, where if you put $10,000 US in a year, you get $14. So you have saved the money, you have given them. So when you give them, they will give you $14 on top of your 10,000.
Yeah.
But when you go to borrow that money, you will have to pay them 2,000. When you give them 2,000, they will give you $14. But when, I mean 10,000, they will give you $14.
yeah.
But when you go to ask 10,000, you will have to pay them 2,000. Okay. So now blockchain technology is saying that these middlemen are not good. These middlemen are not good. Then for them, they help you to bring to make you meet with people with funds put in the bank. You don't have fund, you have ideas, you get loan. So this middleman is helping. Now blockchain is coming, is bringing together you people together in the same platform. Then you can borrow from each other and you can provide from each other. So when you take now digital dollar, now when you take now you save in a blockchain, then you get up to 19%. Up to 19%. So if you take 19% divided by, let's say, if you take 19.5% divided by 0.14%, then it means that if you save in blockchain, you are more better, you get more money 141 times the amount you receive from the bank. And if you borrow money from the blockchain, you will have to pay little compared to the bank, the discount that you get from the loan from the blockchain. So now these services that are conducted in the normal banks now are conducted in blockchain technology. So if you go now to the conservative investors, when you tell them about cryptocurrency, they will say, is it volatile? Yes, it is volatile. Is it possible for me to lose money? Yes, it is possible for you to lose money. Then he will say, no, I don't want it. Then you say, what do you like? He says, I want $1. They say, don't worry. There is digital dollar in the blockchain. There is cryptocurrency, which is stable like $. Several of them. One of them is BUSD, Binance US dollar. Take this Binance US dollar. Take your dollar, put it in Binance US dollar, save it. Then you will get more return, more than 100 times you get from the bank. So why will these people listen to you? Because of the yen. What is to yen? What do you know what the meaning of yen?
Yen, no.
Marvelous, do you know the meaning of yen?
Yes, I know.
What does it mean?
Yen is money, Japanese yen.
Is it?
Yeah, Japanese yen.
No. Yen, that yen like this.
YEN, right?
No, this one. This one. This one. Yen, like this one. Yen, this one. Yen, this one.
Oh, yen. Okay, yeah. To like where you yawning with your mouth wide open.
No, this one. This one means.
You mean like to earn, to make more money?
No, not to earn. Yen, like intense feeling.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Longing
yes,
for something.
Something. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Typically something maybe
that
one
you
has
for
lost,
something. Yes.
or has been separated.
You crave for something. Yes, I understand now. Yes.
So these rich people or businessmen, what they earn for is for what they like. They are longing, like they are deep desire of many people is earning desire of every person is to earn. That is the desire of everyone. They are longing for more. They want increase. That is what people are looking for. So now that desire is the business opportunity that is going to drive decentralized finance in blockchain. So in blockchain technology, we had different opportunities to become billionaires. Bitcoin, if Bitcoin, you put 100 US dollars in Bitcoin in 2010, today you have 500 million, you have $500 million US dollars. If you put that amount in 2015, today you have got a lot of thousands of dollars. If you put that one amount, today again in 2020, you had that amount. But in Bitcoin, there is no any other opportunity for you to put $100 so that you can get millions of dollars. There is no that opportunity anymore. I don't say that you will not earn. You will earn, but not as much as those people who came before. So now, blockchain now is bringing a lot of creativities. There are a lot of projects that are coming on board. You can see DeFi, NFT, Metaverse, all these projects are coming, and which have got so many, they provide, like there are blockchain which are there, which provide infrastructure for certain programs, for certain activities, for certain business. So like this blockchain which have provided infrastructure for people to get services that are done in the bank, but now they are conducted in the blockchain, to remove this middleman who is making a lot of profit using the money of people. Then there is a very huge possibility of becoming millionaire by putting few hundred of dollars and making a lot of it. Now, how do you identify that? That is the reason why we have created this community, Achievers International. With Achievers International, we know what is at stake, we know what we want, and we know what we want to achieve, and we know when to achieve. Now, with what is happening now in the bull market, now is not the time to accumulate cryptocurrency. It is the time to accumulate stable coin. And with this stable coin that we accumulate, then we can invest it. And then on the next year, we will have for the whole year. Now we have a project for the whole year. 2022 is the project we are working on our program called Forsage. This is the smart contract. We accumulate a lot of cryptocurrency because these projects give you 100% of the payment. You work, you get 100%. So with this one, then what we are going to earn, we are going to combine it with all the people, all the winners in our community, all the winners in our community, meaning those people in our community who have accumulated a lot of cryptocurrency. So we form a group of people who have got resources, who have earned resources, and we help you to earn resource. And these people now, we sit somewhere, we research, we point a cryptocurrency that is going to increase in price. We inject money together. Let's say we are one, because now we are about 5,000 people in our community that we are serving. So if we get 100 people, let's say we say each one should take is 25,000 BUSD that he has accumulated. Let us buy this coin. It means that 100 people will have a capital of 2.5 million US dollars from our community. And with this amount, if you put it, you inject it in a very promising cryptocurrency, and we have people in our community who are very, very good in researching, they can come up with cryptocurrencies that are doing very well in the market, depending on the criteria that we already know, because we are in the market for more than 5 years. So we know what is going on in the market. And so now when we identify, then people inject a lot of money in that. So each one will inject on his own, will buy on his own phone. But when we all buy one product, one cryptocurrency, it means that the capital is going to increase. When it is increasing, then you find that if that coin was sold $3, now you can find that it is sold $25. It has increased so much.
Yes, yeah.
So now those people who had put maybe $25,000 now maybe they have got $100,000 in 1 week time, because we know that what is happening, we know exactly, but there is no way you can play with the market when you don't have funds. And those people who have got funds now, they are very stubborn, like they are very conservative. That is the reason why we have decided now to go back to the scratch, to the grassroots, to teach people, to train people every single day for all this year, to have on board programs that really help people, like for such, whereby people utilize this, they have got the ownership of the platform, and whatever money that is going to the system is going to the users. So users keep on working. They keep on working. The money that they accumulate, we tell them not to utilize it, not to misuse it, to keep it, because a time is going to come when people are going to make a lot of money, which is next year. So right now, we are very, very busy working in the project. That is the reason why this side called you and he told you now we need to be part of this program. Now I want to show you something. This is something that happened in 2020 time for lockdown. Mr. Marvelous here, we know each other very well, is my neighbor here in Dubai. Time for lockdown, we were working together. I obtained more than 120 Ethereum from the program that we were doing. So we had a very, very big team in Nigeria, in the US, in the UK, in Zambia, in Zimbabwe, in Malawi, in Kenya, Uganda, so many places. So with the project, I got 120 Ethereum. So I want to tell you this price was on 11 May 2022. Bitcoin was sold by 8,756, and the market capital, which was in Bitcoin, was 160. But Bitcoin went all the way from that amount to 69,000 US, and the capital was 1 trillion US dollars. So now I want now to show you, I had Ethereum, 120 Ethereum here. So if I take my calculator here and take 120 Ethereum times 188, so it was about 22,500, 22,000. That is somewhere, but I had already used. But before this halving day, Ethereum was $80, $90, $100. So I had about maybe 15,000 US dollars. My Ethereum was worth maybe 15,000 US dollars. So I was using this Ethereum. Now, Ethereum capital was 20 billion. It went up to go to 4,900, and the capital of Ethereum was 523 billion. Now I want to show you my 120 Ethereum times 4,900. So I would have about more than $500,000 US. I would have $500,000 US. But ask Marvelous, what was I doing with my Ethereum? I was just giving it. Hey, you want to join? Hey, take this Ethereum. So I had my friends there in Nigeria, giving them Ethereum, giving them, hey, come guys, giving them. I didn't know that I was splashing my wealth, $500,000 US, that I was just trying to check the amount of Ethereum that I like. Why did I do that? I didn't know. I didn't know. So now I know. I had an opportunity to become rich, but I didn't use that opportunity. Now I have 4 years again, 4 years more to reach it 2024, to make sure to get another opportunity to make it right. And to make it right now is to accumulate stable coin, so that next year cryptocurrency will go down. And for that case, then we will use our stable coin to buy cryptocurrency before halving day, so 2023, and pumping together with our community and make a lot of wealth. And after halving, then we leave it to go up. When you want to sell, that is all up to you. One thing that you need to know is that with this, no one is keeping your funds. Everyone has got his or her own funds. You are keeping your own fund. So if you look at these graphs, we know exactly what to do. Now we advise our people, if they want to win, if they want to take advantage of the next bull market, then these people now need to come together. That is the reason why Saidi called you here to be in this community, so that we can give you knowledge, we can give you the project that you can work, that is, you work on your own, you receive money on your own, you are free to do whatever the case, to do whatever you want to do with your money, but we maintain our community so that they cannot misuse. There was one guy who had got 10,000 Bitcoins, and he used that Bitcoin to buy pizza.
Pizza.
Yes. Go and read it, and then go later Google the most expensive pizza in the world. Now is worth $500 million US. So the guy who did this, who utilized 10,000 Bitcoin, is in trouble. Now is in trouble. So someone could give you pocket like a lunch with 200 Bitcoins. Right now, those people misused that opportunity. Now these opportunities now come, they come, they go, they come, they go, they come, they go. Just like that. That is the way these opportunities come. And when you miss this 2024 window, the business is over. Do you know why? Because now institutions are coming on board. They are coming on board. They are coming on board. Now, when there is a transition that is taking place, people now will come to know a lot of money. If you look at trillions of dollars that is in the financial institutions, these institutions, if 10% of that moves to the blockchain technology, we are done. Now, people who are using blockchain, Bitcoin, are 1% of the population. And if you look at in terms of asset market, Bitcoin is number 9. 1% are the ones who have injected almost $2 trillion US in the system. Now, this 1%, this is 1% of the population. What about 10% of the population now come on board? It means that people who are already there, they will see their money increasing in value, because that is what was happening. That is what we have seen. Cryptocurrencies increasing in value because of everything that I've told. This is called the crypto economy. Many people do not understand the crypto economy. When we talk of blockchain technology, they think of cryptocurrency. And when we talk of cryptocurrency, they think of money, which is fluctuating. But people are missing it. People do not see it. And that is the reason why our community, Achievers International, We have our academy called the Achievers Academy. Now we come on board, we teach these people for free, because our vision now is to, when we teach them for free, when we assist them, these people, to make money, later on, we will come together with the money. We will decide to buy a certain cryptocurrency and pump it, and when we pump it, then off it goes. There are people who are seeing my videos, who are seeing my social media. They are always following me. They are sending me messages. Hey, can we join our group? Yes, we want to contribute money so that we can pump some coins. Do you see the way they are looking people? But for us, we don't look people that way. For us, we create rich people. We give them knowledge. We give them, if you see someone who is working with us, it does not end. It has nothing to do with the blockchain. It has nothing to do with the cryptocurrency. It has nothing to do. It is about himself or herself. It has nothing to do with what we offer. What we offer is real, practical, and many people are making out of it. So by saying so, what we are doing now is for long term. I don't advise you to come here to find money for food. I don't advise you to come here to find money for rent. Continue to get rent from your business. Continue to get fuel from your whatever you are doing. But once you put your legs here, we are finding money for wealth, for financial freedom. That is the reason why in the first 100 days, we put the project 100 days of transformation. This is the time for learning. This is the time for creating team. This was the time to accumulate, to accumulate some fund. Now, this year, we call this project Become Millionaire. In Project Become Millionaire, in Forsage, you cannot get millions of dollars. That is impossible for us, depending on our community. But you can get thousands of dollars. With these thousands of dollars, when now we come together to put it before halving, these thousands of dollars will make you rich. Let me show you another example so that, let me show you. Let us see this coin here. You see this Doge coin? Let us see this Doge coin.
Doge, yes, I do.
This one here. What was its price? It was 0.0025, okay? What was the capital? 360 million.
6 million.
Do you know in a period of 6 months, the price went to 0.73? And the market cap was 73 billion. These are not my words. This is fact. This is the fact that I have brought it together. I've put it, I've broken down for you to see it. So that you can take a right action now. This is what we are doing. That is the reason why we don't sleep. This is the reason why I'm here. I have now come to do more than four webinars right now before you now. I was doing webinars after webinars, webinars after webinars. Why we do that? Do you think we are looking for money for food? I'm a lecturer. I have been working in the university. I could be working there. I was getting my salary, doing my research. So the money for food is not a problem. Money to buy a car is not a problem. And I could not toil like this. What do I see? Why do people now follow us? Why do we go to the Zoom? We find more than 200 people are there listening, because there is a vision now they are seeing. Now let us go to the calculator. Let me show you this calculator. Let me show you the calculator. Calculator. Okay, I go to Google. I write online calculator. Okay, let us say you have worked with the Forsage. with our project. Even if others have got 1 million from Forsage, even if others have got 100,000, don't care. Let's say you have got 5,000 US dollars. You kept it in Doge, which was 0.0025. Before halving, you would get 2 million Doge. Doge went all the way times 0.73. Your money would be 1.4 million US dollars. Now you would have 1.4 million US dollars. So the work that you have been doing all this year, teaching, doing, working, going up and down, you ended up getting 5,000 BUSD. Before halving, put that into cryptocurrency. But to put that cryptocurrency when you are with us, when you have expert, because you can identify cryptocurrency. You put your 5,000, you picked a wrong coin, because not everyone is doing. If you look at coins, there are more. You see now how many coins are there? Let me show you. There are how many? Let me show you. Do you know there are more than 17,000? 17,000. See cryptocurrency, 17,380. So you can pick the according shit coin and you can lose your money. But when you are sticking with the experts, because for us, we are doing more. What I'm telling you, no one is going to tell you. There are people who are doing blockchain cryptocurrency, but they don't know what we are doing, because we are researchers. We have come together for 4 years researching because we missed. So we are looking for a permanent solution to have financial freedom through blockchain. That is what we have come with, this Achievers Academy. Now, if you are with us, then that is when you will continue to learn, continue now to be part of the community, to secure your spot in the 100 people that we want to raise in different parts of the world who have accumulated and get. And those people outside that, people, if for us, like if to be with us, then show us your wallet. Does it have more than 50,000 US dollars? Yes, then come. Then we identify together, because we don't want to waste time. Wasting time now is now. We waste time with the broke people. We are broke, we waste with broke people now, because we want to remove them from being broke to earning something. This money should not be misused. This money should be kept. Next year is the time when millionaires are made. So the new history of the world is written, and the new world is born, a world of billionaires and millionaires. So tomorrow, I'll teach you about the platform, the platform that we have researched so hard, with the platform that can assist you to accumulate so much wealth, or in terms of cryptocurrency, in terms of stable coins there. And you will continue being with us, because the community will grow. You'll bring maybe your brothers on board, you bring your friends on board, they will be growing. So maybe I will expect by the end of the year, then this our Zoom meeting maybe is going to 500 people. And not only me teaching, maybe Marvelous is teaching, maybe you are teaching, maybe Clement is teaching. So many people will be coming on board, because now in another group, Swahili group now, I don't teach anymore. There are people who are teaching. Mr. Saidi is a newbie, is a new person in the industry. Like now he's training, he's teaching a lot. We have now put him now, we have trained him now, he's teaching. So we have so many people who are coming on board. They will assist us in so many people, producing many expertise. So if you have any question, any guys with any question, contribution, then you can share.
I know it's straightforward. It's just that the recorded videos should be sent to
Okay. Yes,
the
yes.
group so
I
that
will
we can
send. I will send
revise
tonight.
again.
Tonight before
Okay.
I go to sleep, I will send you all of them.
Okay, no problem.
Mr. Marvelous, anything to add? I can read here, I can see Mr. Saidi is saying we will sleep after Bitcoin halving. So after
Yeah, I
having
saw that.
Mr. Marvelous, are you there? Okay, maybe okay. So otherwise, let me wish you good night. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow
All
it will be intense. I want you very, very strong because I'm talking about money tomorrow. I don't want you to miss anything because we are not now in Zambia. In Zimbabwe, Zambia. Yes.
Zambia.
Now we are not with you in Zambia. I'm with Marvelous here in Dubai.
Dubai.
To my home anytime. But you now I want to create myself in you so that you can also be able to share this to other people. So good night, brother. God bless you all.
Okay, good night.